also got sand in it. There's different ways to do the filler in the fields, and the sand in here is kind of a cooling agent. We had the turf certified late last week, and by certifying it, they make sure everything's laid out pretty good, but also they certified it by seeing how the ball will bounce off the turf. You know, you've seen some AstroTurf where the ball may bounce way up in the air. This is going to play like a natural surface field without the imperfections of the lips on the grass and dirt. It's really going to be nice. Really pleased with how the scoreboards turned out. Those have been up for a while. We've got our 5 scoreboard field sponsors to thank for that. And I think they really look great. As we move through, you'll see some bigger ones on the other fields. And I'm personally just so excited how they turned out. As we said here in the outfield, I heard somebody mentioning the striping earlier. Originally, we had a plan to just go solid color. And as we were working through our committee and our looks, we had a way to change it to the striping look, and I think Steve ended up being really pleased with how the striping looked. It took a little time, but I think he's there now. I think it really looks neat. It really pops, you know, it's really an eye catcher. Every field has a bullpen on either side. You just don't see that everywhere. And it's not just a bullpen. A lot of the ones I have seen with bullpens, there's no area that's elevated to pitch from, or it's just grass, and they're kind of not well maintained. That's the great thing about being on turf. It's always a perfect surface, and not only for your bullpens, your playing field. I've done a story in the paper recently and talked to many people about the investment of the turf on the front end. If you think about a grass and dirt field, you have to mow, water, you have to have staff to do all that work, you got to fertilize, you got to constantly fix it, and then the dirt's a whole other animal. Ball field play is extremely expensive. And when you're doing a game or a tournament, you're playing multiple games. You play a game, get off, and start immediately. On grass and dirt fields, you got to get back out and paint your lines and chalk your lines and flatten the dirt back out. And sometimes you have to water it because it's so dusty. It's going to be such a time saver and money saver to just hop right off and start the next game on these turf fields. We'll move on down